Meat is Murder is the second album by the Smiths, and it came out on the 11th of February 1985. The band released their debut the year before to much critical and some commercial success. But they were disappointed with the rather tinny recording sound, so band members Morrissey and Johnny Marr chose to produce it themselves, albeit with some help from the other two members and engineer Stephen Street. Meat is Murder is a more aggressive and political album than its predecessor, with singer and lyricist Morrissey slating then Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, the monarchy, and people who kill and eat animals. The album was more successful than its predecessor, landing the number one spot in the UK and charting much higher in other countries than ever before, e.g. the States, Sweden and Australia. Reviews were mostly positive due to its improved production, musical diversity and powerful lyrics. It is still a beloved album today and is ranked 296 on the Rolling Stones 500 Best Albums of All Time list. Meat is Murder's recording sound is not only better than that of the Smiths, but it's really good on its own terms too. Everything is clear and all the instruments are mixed fantastically. Mike Joyce is just as good here as he is on the previous record, but luckily his drums sound less damp than they did before. And while he might be the least charismatic member of the Smiths, bassist Mike Joyce is superb here, playing some truly memorable bass lines, especially on Rush Home Ruffians and Barbarism Begins at Home. Morrissey's singing is better this time around, as he demonstrates a bit more range, going super high on the aforementioned Rush Home Ruffians. Last but not least, Johnny Marr's guitar playing. I don't even know where to begin. He is easily my favourite Smith, and few would argue that he's one of the best guitarists in the world. His jangly guitar work just explodes with melody, and it's indescribably pleasant to listen to. As Noel Gallagher once said, you can't play what he plays. Okay, this is the part where I talk about the music videos, but as far as I can tell, there were next to none, unless you count How Soon Is Now, which was a track on the US version and later versions of the UK copy, but that's all. There's also this clip of the recording of Nowhere Fast, but it's not an official video, so nothing to say really. But in conclusion, Meat is Murder is a really great album, obviously. If the Smiths have a single bad album in their discography, I haven't heard it. Filled with sharp writing, memorable melodies, and a lot more ambition, it's essential listening for anyone who likes alternative music. With that said, though, I do have some issues with it, namely the track Meat is Murder. It sucks. I'm not just saying that because I disagree with the message, but the song itself is really, really badly arranged. It's just noise with some singing. Secondly, I wish there were more guitar solos. Yes, I'm well aware that I praised Johnny Marr's work on this album, and yes, I know he doesn't solo much, but hear me out. I'm fine with there being very few solos. It's just that some songs on Meat is Murder would be better if they had them. For example, What She Said has a really long outro that's just the main riff being played over and over again. This was a golden opportunity to feature a solo, and that would make it more interesting. Aside from those two issues, though, the Smiths' second album is splendid, just like all their albums.